Hi and welcome guys, Castle Queenside here, and today we will be reviewing the game between Hans Niemann, who was playing with white pieces, against Mangsudlu Parham, who was playing with black pieces. This game was played in FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championships, which was held between 25th and 30th of December in Kazakhstan. And what is funny about this game is that actually it was full of ups and downs, and Hans Niemann managed to not see a mate in 3. It was a really easy mate. Although he was really low on time, still it was an incredible miss by him, and you will see in the game. But it is one fun game, full of ups and downs, so I think you will enjoy it. We will go straight into the game. So the game started with d4, knight f6 for black, c4 and a6. These are all book moves, nothing special about this. Knight f3 for white, and bishop b4 check. Right now we are entering Bogo Indian defense. It is a more positional opening, and the idea of black is to trade his bishop and to castle queen side quickly. Pardon, castle king side quickly. So the game continued with bishop d2, a5 protecting this bishop. It's a book move and it's a good move, obviously. g3 trying to fianchetto the bishop. And this is a Wade-Smyslov variation of Bogo Indian defense. So d5 is played by the black. This is book move as well. a3, trying to kick the bishop. The bishop goes back on e7, which is a good space for this bishop. Queen goes on c2. She's trying to protect this pawn on c4, and it is a good move, of course. c6, again, nice move, trying to develop and protect the center. Bishop g2 continues the development. Knight b on d7, it is a good move. Bishop f4, developing his pieces. Castle kingside for black, and castle kingside for white as well. Knight goes on h5. Now computer says that this is an inaccuracy. He says that the best move was b6 in these positions, but we're not computers and we cannot see everything. So Hans moved his bishop to c1, which is a good move, and knight h goes on f6. Knight b goes on d2, b6 for the black, good move, and e4, now trying to attack the center with his pawn. Bishop a6 is played for the black, and computer says that this is an inaccuracy and suggests that d takes on c4 was the best move in this position. But again, you know, you cannot see it all. e5 again shows that this is an inaccuracy and that rook e1 was the best move, but Hans played e5. Knight e8 for the black, rook e1, rook c8, c takes on d5, c takes on d5, and now queen must go on d1 since there is a revealed attack on her. The bishop goes on d3, which is a good move, obviously, because right now the bishop just takes the space. He's allowed to, and why not? Knight goes on f1, suggested by computer that this is an inaccuracy, and that the best move was actually knight b1. I mean, it's a hard move to find, and I don't think it's actually it's not that hard when you look at it, but it's unnatural, and I think this is one of the reasons why maybe Hans missed this move. Bishop goes on g6, again suggested by computer. Bishop e4 was the best. Bishop f4, again not the best move by computer. Knight e3 was the best. b5 is played for the black. Knight goes on e3, it's a good move, developing his pieces and gaining more space. Knight goes on b6, again a good move for black, preparing to take this square here and attacking that square. Queen e2 is a great move, because right now these two rooks are supporting each other. That's the reason and idea behind that. And knight c4. Good move by black. Right now you are trying to take as much space as you can, and if the trade happens, you will simply take with b takes on c4, and you will have a nice space and a nice pawn there, and as well you will have a free and open b line. So that's the idea of black in this position. Right now the black, or Parham, was playing really fast, so at this part of the game Parham still has 15 minutes and 41 seconds. Niemann at the moment has 10 minutes and 30 seconds. So this was a tournament game, obviously. Rook goes on c1, natural move. Knight goes on c7. h4 is played, trying to create some game on the king side. Knight goes on a8. Says here that it was an inaccuracy and suggests that the best move for black was h6 in order to create some breathing space for the bishop. Knight goes on h2, and now h6 is good, so the black probably spotted the threat of h5, so he's creating a space for his bishop. Knight h goes on g4, knight a goes on b6, bishop f1. Now this is a mistake actually marked by computer, and computer suggests knight h6 with the check, although I don't see it as a good move. I've looked at the lines, and this is not definitely something that is not good, because if the black plays all perfectly, you will still have low material. So, but still marked by computer as a mistake. a4, another mistake. The computer suggests here that the best move for black was h5 and kicking the white knight, which is, I'm guessing, okay. So rook e goes on d1. Again, suggested by computer, this was an inaccuracy because the best move in this position was knight g2. Knight g2 was the best move. h5, a good move by black, and it is played. So right now the white knight has to move somewhere. But first, Hans Niemann, instead of doing that, he is taking this knight, and the black captures with his rook. So this is a mistake suggested by computer because the white have a possible move of removing this rook with a tempo. So this is the reason why it was a mistake. So best move was knight takes on c4, obviously. And yeah, knight e3 was played. This is the move that was suggested by the computer. Simple, natural move. You move your knight on the best square, and the best square is to attack the enemy rook. So enemy rook takes on c1, black takes on c1, and it's a great move suggested by computer. There is no more good moves for black in this position, so this trade was, I can say, natural. And knight goes on c4, a good move by not good, great by computer, because right now you are covering your spaces and you are trying to prepare your plan. If this knight is taken, you will have b takes on c4 and you will have a passed pawn there. So it is a good idea. I mean, not a passed pawn, but you will create a lot of space, and your pawn will be close to promotion, closer, one step closer, so to speak. So the game continued with bishop g2. Well, this is a blunder suggested by computer, and the best move was actually knight capturing on c4. The best move was knight capturing on c4. So why is this a blunder? You will see right now. We will see the move. So queen b6 and a rook d1. And after this position, computer says that evaluates that this position is way better for black. I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe there is something I don't see, but he suggests that after bishop g2, there is a -2.5 point black advantage in that position. So I could just be missing it. I don't know. So right now, after bishop g2, queen b6 is played, which is obviously a good move, attacking the weak pawn on d4. So the game continued with a rook d1, a rook c8, bishop f3, right now attacking this pawn. and the black goes b4. Right now he wants to create and open the b file and create some space as well there. This knight is very well protected, and the position is really good for black. And even in this position the black is doing way more better than the white. So a takes on b4, knight takes on e3, bishop takes on e3, queen takes on b4, and still this position is 2.13 by the evaluation of computer. That's how the black is doing in this position, so he is better obviously with the initiative and with good game. Queen goes on a6, and the black plays rook c4. Well, it is a mistake by computer, suggested by computer, of course. Computer suggested rook c2 was the best, and why? Because simply you will attack the enemy pawn and you will develop your rook with the tempo, so it's obvious. Rook goes on a1 by Hans played, and this is a blunder, computer says. So let's see what computer says in this position. Let's see. Okay, so this is the set of moves that was recommended by the computer. So let's see what is this position going to transpire into. Okay, this was a lot of moves. So the first move was bishop f8 by the black, then queen goes on a7, then bishop c2, bishop takes on h5, g6, bishop g4, queen takes on b2. Obviously we want to create a passed pawn, and yeah, the situation is turning really bad for white. Rook goes on f1, a3, h5, rook b4, bishop takes on e6, f takes on a6, and this is the moves, this is the set of moves that computer suggested, and this would be the position we will transpire into. So I mean, yeah, the black is here winning, but in this position after rook a1, blunder by the king as suggested, because right now there is a lot of chances given to white. Let's see what computer suggested for us. So queen a8, queen b5, king h2, a3, b takes on e3, queen b2, rook f1, queen a2, bishop g2, and bishop takes on a3. So no more passed pawns, and the white can still play. Although black is doing better, the white can still play this game. So this was the reason why king h7 was a blunder here by the computer. So the game continued with bishop g2, again because we missed the chance of doing what I mentioned previously. And rook takes on d4. Again, this is a equal game right now, and this is not a good move because basically it's a missed win for black, and it was shown before how black should have played and should have managed to win this game, but unfortunately this didn't happen. And right at this moment, after this move, Parham has 7 minutes and 13 seconds and Hans have 3 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock, so it's not always easy to find the best moves. Let's continue. Bishop takes on d4, queen takes on d4, queen a4. Computer suggests that rook takes on a4 was the best. Queen e5, again inaccuracy by the computer. Computer thinks that queen takes on b2 is the best move, and yeah, why not? It's a free pawn, obviously. There is no other threats for black in this position. Queen b5 is a good move, attacking and protecting the pawn. And queen d4 was a mistake, because in this position, as suggested by computer, bishop f6 was the best move for black, because with bishop f6 right now the b2 pawn will be unable to defend. There is no other piece that can defend this pawn, and if you move the pawn, the rook on a1 will fall. So of course you cannot see it all, and the computer is One, we are humans, we make mistakes and we cannot calculate all the way, all the time, especially when you have games like this, that you have 15 minutes on the clock. So queen e2 was played, bishop f6, which is a great move. Finally the black found this move and now is attacking this pawn. Rook a2 protecting this pawn. Queen b6, not the worst move, but it is an inaccuracy by the computer. The best move in this position suggested by computer was bishop e5. So of course computer is something else. Bishop f3, right now preparing an attack on this pawn. Queen b3, a good move by black, attacking the rook and attacking this pawn as well. A rook goes on a8, which is a completely fine move, removing the threat of the queen. Not removing, but moving your rook to safety, and right now covering this a line and possibly creating some threats. And right now we are coming to a crucial moment of the game. In this position black played bishop d3, attacking the white queen. And in this position, can you pause the video or just look at this position and let me know, can you spot the winning move for white in this position? I mean, I found it in like 10 to 15 seconds. It's not that difficult. It's natural in this position, as you can see. Just taking a look at the white king, what could be the best move in this position. So the best move in this position is bishop e4 check. Bishop e4 check is the winning move for white, because right now there is no other, there is no good choices, and there is a mate in two moves right now. Even if you play something like g6, there is a queen h5 check, there is a king g7 of course, and there is a queen h8 checkmate. So let's see what else maybe can black do in this position. So after bishop e4 and check, what else can white do? There is no really a way to save this game, because right now if you take this bishop either by bishop or the pawn, there is always queen h5 checkmate. So basically this is how Hans Moke Niemann missed the win. Of course he was only 2:23 on the clock, so it was not easy, but still this position is not that, I mean, it's not that difficult. Of course it's easy to say when you have all the moves, but it's incredibly how he missed this win. Not saying anything about him, we don't have any proof of it, and until something is proven, I don't want to give any suggestions that he is this or he is that. So just let him be, is my opinion about him. So bishop d3 was played, and Hans Moke Niemann didn't see bishop e4 a winning move and a mate in 3. So right now the white played bishop e3. Obviously he missed finding a beautiful move and a beautiful checkmate, so the game continued with queen c2 and b4. Another blunder by white. The computer suggestion is simply taking the pawn on h5. So queen b1 check. Again, d4 was suggested by computer. That's the reason why this is a mistake. King goes on h2. It is a best move for white. d4, computer doesn't like this move by computer. The best move was bishop f5, but it is what it is, of course. So the game continued with queen d2 attacking this bishop, and continuing to maybe later strike this pawn if this bishop moves somewhere. So bishop goes on g6. Of course you wouldn't like to leave your bishop exposed like that. A queen d1, trying to exchange the queens and go into a winning endgame, or at least try to win, because it's unclear. Queen b2 by black, it is a good move. just computer says it's not the best, but not bad either. And right now in this position, the white is doing better. So evaluation is +2 for white. So the white is doing better right now. Although he missed the win, he's still doing good. But the time is getting shorter and shorter for both Hans and Parham. Queen e2, great move, because right now a computer suggests that this blocks an attack on a vulnerable pawn. So that's the idea behind this. Queen b1, another good move. Queen d1 says here that it is an inaccuracy by the white, and that the queen c4 was the best. Queen b2, a mistake, because queen f5 was the best in this position. It's, like I said, it's not always easy. Right now there is a lot of blunders and a lot of missed opportunities, because right now Hans Niemann has 1 minute and 27 seconds on the clock, and Parham has 1 minute and 48 on the clock, so a little bit better on time. Queen e2, another great move by Hans Niemann. Everything he's right now doing quite well, but again 36 seconds only on the clock. Queen b1 is played. Queen d1 says here that this is a blunder by the computer. The only reason why this is a blunder, because it was a missed opportunity, what we mentioned before. So you just equalize the game by yourself with this move, and queen b5 was the best in this position, suggested by the computer. Queen f5, now a blunder for black in this position, and computer suggests that queen b2 was the best. Simply keeping the queen on the second rank was the best, and always threatening to win the pawn. Right now, what are the moves that computer suggests here? Why is this a mistake? Let's see. So rook goes on a5, the queen is attacked, e5, king g2, d3, queen b3. Of course, this is a computer moves he plays for both black and white right now. d2, queen d5, queen c2, rook a2, attacking the queen, queen b1, rook takes on d2, and queen takes on b4. And after this exchange, the white is doing better, a lot better than what Hans is right now. So, but I think Hans didn't play this, so he played queen e2. Again, he missed what he had, what we just saw, and that's the reason why this is a blunder. Queen b1, again a blunder. The d3 was the best here, suggested by the computer, as we saw it. Queen d1, again blunder, and removing the protection of the b4 pawn right here. Queen b2, it's a nice move. King g1 and d3 played by the black, and after this move they both agreed that this will be a draw. So the game finished in a draw. As you saw, it was a crazy game, and this can be a really nice puzzle. I would think that this puzzle you saw with bishop e4 check, this would be one of the easier puzzles in puzzle rushes or something like this. So it's a mate in 3, and it's quite obvious. Of course, we can say it's obvious when we know what to expect, but in a chess game it's quite different. Usually when you play high-end games, you don't expect your opponents to blunder like this, but this could be a lesson that anyone can blunder, and you can make big mistakes, especially if you play with low on time, and if you play some rapid sort of tournaments where you have like 15 minutes per game, or per opponent, sorry, and quite fast games. You need to think fast, and mistakes happen. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this move. Were you able to find it? And yeah, we will see each other in the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.